Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, I'm going to be going over the 5 things that I love about the all-new 2022 Mazda CX-5. Before we get into the video, though, I do want to mention, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get right into the video. So the first thing has to pertain to the luxury appearance. So I know some people might argue with me on this point, but here's what I have to say is the Mazda CX-5 and just Mazdas in general definitely have a more upscale luxury appearance from an exterior aesthetics perspective, right? So first off, this one in this dark blue paint really kind of feeds to that, but just how they shape the headlights and how they do the daytime running lights. And then you guys can see here with the chrome trim at the bottom of the grille, and then the overall shape of the car, just how like sleek it is, right? You do have some sharp lines on it, but just has this really nice, sleek, beautiful, modern aesthetic to it. Same thing with the wheel design. And then you guys can see here with the body painted fender flares, and then the chrome trim here around the window. And yeah, I understand it looks, very similar to a lot of other SUVs, but again, between, there not being a bunch of like plastic on the outside like what you see with a lot of other SUVs in this segment and all that, and then, with some of the chrome accent and everything, it definitely has a luxury car appearance. Like, you put this next to an Audi and a BMW, and it fits in perfectly. The number 2 thing has to pertain to the luxury interior. Now, this is always a fun one to go over the interior of a CX-5, so we'll open up both areas. Of course, I forgot to unlock that. Just a casual. But anyways, this is the Signature package, if you guys are wondering. And just look at the material use, right, all throughout the interior, especially the seats. And again, you guys got to remember, this is, not a luxury brand. And look at like the trimmer on the vents. And then same thing here with the door panel. We do have some plastic right here, a little bit, but notice that the point that you touch on the window switches, right, has some nice trim on it. Same thing here with the seat adjustments, not just plastic right there. And then if we look at the steering wheel, there are some plastic controls on the steering wheel, but, plenty of it is wrapped in leather. And the same thing with the shifter, right? And then the drive mode select, and then, there's some plastic here in the center, but the point that you actually touch is nice trim, and then around the vents as well. And so again, yeah, it just has this nice upscale luxury interior. Number 3 thing has to pertain to the powertrain. Okay, so this one we get to pop the hood. This is pretty fun. And you guys can probably hear the train in the background. I guess I decided to film this video the one time of day that the train decides to come through. Looks like I'm gonna have to hold this because it still comes with a hood prop. Anyways, we have a turbocharged 2.5 liter 4-cylinder. On premium gas, it produces 250 horsepower and like 320 pound-feet of torque. That's crazy. Most cars in this segment don't even have 200 horsepower. And if they do, it's a naturally aspirated 4-cylinder, not a turbocharged 4-cylinder. So they have less than 200 pound-feet of torque. And so it's just a super solid powertrain. And the new 6-speed automatic is actually pretty, well, when I say new, they just retuned it. It's actually pretty solid. And my arm's tired, so there we go, we're closing the hood. But yeah, really like the powertrain on it. It's responsive, it's sporty, with the tuning on the transmission for this model year, and so I think they did a great job with that. Number 4 has to pertain to the size. Now, this isn't just the CX-5, this is this segment of SUV, and I really just like this size. So like Toyota RAV4, Honda CR-V, Ford Escape, like all within this segment pretty much. They just have like a really nice size. So you guys can see the proportions here from an outside perspective. I think it looks beautiful, right, because of the size. And on top of that, right, it's still practical from a cargo space perspective. As you can see, right, decent sized trunk, and we got some more space underneath there, which, well, I can't lift that up apparently. But yeah, I mean, look how spacious that is. That's practical. And as a back passenger, you actually have like leg room. You actually have headroom as well. And then same thing with the driver area. Got plenty of room here. And so it's just the perfect size where you still have storage space, but then you have, a decent amount of room for the driver and passenger, and it still has sporty driving dynamics. It doesn't feel massive. It's easy to fit into parking spaces. And so, yeah, I know this is not just like a Mazda specific thing, but it's something that makes me like the CX-5 over other Mazdas. And number 5 is the price. Now we gotta go dig for that window sticker again. Okay, so here we go. We got the window sticker. So, as you guys can see, again, this is a Signature with the turbocharged engine. And total MSRP after, well, pretty much everything standard, and you have destination as an option, $39,875. Under $40,000. Okay, you got to remember, the average price of a brand new car right now, $45,000. This CX-5 is like $6,000 less than that, pretty much. And you get this beautiful interior, right? You get the turbocharged engine, and you get, you know, like heated, cooled seats, right? Like tons of features with this, and it's still less expensive than the average brand new car from an MSRP perspective. And so this is such a good value. And then when you compare it to like luxury cars like an Audi, you know, I just reviewed an Audi Q3 the other day, and that car wasn't nearly like as spacious in this area or in the driver area or in the trunk area, right? And that car was more expensive than this, right? From an MSRP perspective. And it didn't even have as many features as this either. So yeah, I don't know. It's just, this is a bargain. That's going to sum things up for our video, going over the 5 things. I should probably turn this way so you guys can see me. The 5 things that I love about the 2022 Mazda CX-5. I will see all of you in the next video.